All right, so how to lose body fat. I'm gonna be breaking this down for you in a way that you may have never had it broken down to you before. Very easy, very simple. In the first half of the video, I'm gonna talk about what you absolutely need to lose fat. And in the second half of the video, I'm gonna talk about the different diets, why they work, why they don't work, and all that stuff. So let's get into it. So first off, I'm gonna talk about what you need. And a lot of people that have been in the fitness industry, maybe you know a little bit about nutrition, you're gonna be like, oh, I already know this, okay, but I have to go over this. You have to be at a caloric deficit if you wanna lose body fat, okay? And what does that mean? I'll break it down super quickly. What this means is that you're simply burning more calories than you're taking in. Say for instance, throughout the day between all your activities, whether you're just sleeping, resting, or you're working out, throughout the whole entire day, say you're burning 3,000 calories. You need to be burning less than that if you want to lose body fat, okay? Super simple, okay? We know these things. So now that we know that we have to be in a caloric deficit, how do we know that we're in one, okay? How do you choose the number that you choose, okay? So there's different methods to do this, and I can make a whole video on the different methods, and honestly, who cares about them? Because what you have to do is you just choose a number. You go, okay, I'm thinking 2,000 calories. Okay, I'm thinking 2,000 calories, I'll for sure be in a deficit, so I'll start there. And how can I test to see if that in fact is a caloric deficit for me? Guys, all you have to do is you wake up in the morning and you weigh yourself, okay? After you go pee, you weigh yourself and you have a calendar next to your scale and you write down what you weigh. Now hold on, a lot of people mix this up. Even if you're at a caloric deficit from day to day, it might not reflect on the scale. Okay, so this is why we need to do what's called a weekly average. So you have to go, okay, week 1, I weighed, say, 190 pounds. Week 2, I weighed 188 pounds. Week 3, I weighed 186 pounds. If you're going like that, you know that you're in a caloric deficit. But if you're going, okay, week 1, I'm 190, the average of all the days throughout the week. Week 2, I'm 191. Week 3, I'm 193. You're not at a caloric deficit. So make sure that you do a weekly average and you just don't weigh yourself each day and say, oh man, I must be gaining weight, because you can gain a few pounds in one day from day to day in the morning, and you were at a caloric deficit the day before, and that's just because of inflammation and water retention and how much sodium you had. So don't even worry about that, guys. Don't worry about the day to day. Worry about the weekly average, because if you go in and you crush a workout, your body may be a little bit inflamed in big muscle groups like legs or back. You might be holding extra water for that recovery, so don't even worry about it. So now you might have a question for me. You might be like, okay, Dan, so you're saying that you can eat anything you want as long as you're at a caloric deficit and I'll lose weight? Yes, okay, you will. All right, if I were to go on a diet at a caloric deficit, say I'm eating 2,000 calories, that'd be for sure a caloric deficit for me, and I just ate Twinkies, all right? I ate Twinkies every single day. Would I lose weight? And the answer is yes. But the problem is I'm not having enough protein to maintain my muscle mass, all right? So I'm gonna be losing not only fat, but lean body mass as well. I'm gonna be losing muscle, and that is gonna create a whole bunch of problems. My metabolism is gonna go down because I don't have as much muscle mass, which muscle mass increases metabolism. And yes, I might be losing weight, but after a while, I'm just gonna look like crap. So you not only have to track your calories, but track your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. But the beauty thing is, guys, is your proteins, carbs, and fats equal your calories. So don't even worry about calories, okay? Yeah, you're gonna be hitting the same amount of calories each and every day if you're hitting the same macros. So without tracking calories, with just tracking the proteins, the carbs, and the fats, you're also tracking your calories. But guys, just hit the same protein number, the same carb number, and the same fat number each and every day. But for you people who don't want to track every day, who don't want to, get onto MyFitnessPal and track, I think it's super easy. A lot of my clients do it. They think it's super easy. But for some of you who don't want to do that, you can either get on a meal plan, which you're still tracking, you're just not entering anything into your phone. So you could get on a meal plan where you're eating the same thing each day, or you can get on what they call a diet. And what is a diet? All that is it's something that creates boundaries or rules, okay? So some diets, okay, I'm not eating gluten, or I'm cutting out sugar, or I'm going low carbs, or no bread, or no meat, or we've all heard of these things, okay? Now, diets are designed to get you in a caloric deficit without you even tracking or anything like that. So if you guys don't want to track, you need to find the right diet that works for you. And it really is as simple as that, guys. But remember, it doesn't matter how dedicated you are to your diet. If your diet doesn't work for you and it doesn't get you in a caloric deficit, then it's not gonna work. Okay, let me explain. If Johnny is like, okay, I'm not eating any meat, I'm cutting out meat, boom. So Johnny cuts out meat and he notices that he's not losing weight. He's actually gaining weight, or he's maintaining his weight or whatever, but he's not losing weight. And what does this mean? This simply means that he's not at a caloric deficit on his certain diet. He made those boundaries, his boundary was, I'm not gonna eat meat, and it didn't equal a caloric deficit. That doesn't mean no diets are gonna work for him. He just has to find the right diet for him. So maybe he jumps on a keto diet, or a paleo diet, or a low carb diet, or a carnivore diet. There's all these different diets that create these rules, these boundaries to try to get you at a caloric deficit. So just because a diet didn't work for you, that doesn't mean that's a shitty diet. Okay, there's so many people. How many people do you see that are like, man, I do keto. Keto is the way to go if you're not doing keto. Creates this thing of like, oh, this is the best diet. This is the best diet. There's no best diet, because some people might be on a keto diet and they might just feel hungry and eat 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 calories each day. And then another person, he might be eating keto and eating less calories than he did when he had the option of eating anything. So that's what it really comes down to. If you're someone who is just eating whatever they want and then you create some rules, that's probably gonna be a good thing, and it's probably going to result in you eating less each day, which creates a caloric deficit so that you lose weight. So guys, don't give up hope. If you guys are trying different diets or trying to experiment, the foolproof plan is to track your macros, track your proteins, carbs, and your fats. But you can also just get on a diet where maybe you cut out bread and sugar and you can lose weight that way. But remember what I said earlier, okay? Whatever diet that you choose, make it a high protein diet. Not only are you going to be maintaining your muscle mass, which is going to maintain / increase your metabolism, because you're maintaining and you're holding onto that muscle and you're building muscle and all that stuff, and we want that. But also, out of the macronutrients protein, carbs, and fats, proteins makes you feel full longer. Okay, they've done a bunch of studies on this, and the people who are on high protein diets feel fuller longer. So you're probably gonna be more successful on your diet, and you're gonna maintain lean body mass with having a high protein diet. So whether you're going keto, carnivore, paleo, vegan, whatever diet you choose, try to make it a high protein diet. That way you feel full and you maintain your lean body mass. So I really hope this video was helpful for you, and if you learned anything, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel. This channel is about fitness, nutrition, my dog, my Jeep, just a bunch of fun stuff. I throw up random content, so hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys next time.